All right. I should be live any second now. I'm hoping that this is working really good. It says it's got a good health. So, yay, I'm live on YouTube. Hello, everybody. I'm Kristina Smallhorn, your real estate whisperer for Ascension Parish. And if you don't know who I am, well, you will soon, because I have been putting out some pretty funny stuff that people have been enjoying on Facebook, and it hasn't really translated to YouTube yet, but it will, because I'm kind of funny.
You're awesome.
And my daughter says I'm awesome, so I mean, that's unsolicited report right there. If you came onto my live stream to figure out like if I was going to do a tutorial of OBS, that's not what I'm doing here. I'm doing this strictly as a surprise 3D home tours. I'm doing this strictly as a test of OBS. I've never had tried it before, and I also wanted to ask you guys some questions since I am live. So one of the if you've been watching my channel and you're a fan of mine, Merry Christmas, John. I have put out a show every Friday, and it's generally about my community. And when I do these community interviews, I've had a tough time getting the businesses to get on board. So I want to change up my Friday video content wise. I still want to interview the businesses every once in a while, but I don't want to go in and try to convince people that what I'm doing is, first of all, free, and secondly of all, it's going to help their business. I just want to know what do you think I could do for my community, which wouldn't necessarily be something that I need to, God, how am I supposed to say that? But for instance, I did one of the videos where I took my kids to the park. So that would be a good one. And then I did another one where we just went to places around the city. And so that way that, I could capture on that. And I think that worked out good. But I don't want to do those ones. Hello, VCG Construction. Look, I use the OBS like you told me to. And if you're wondering about my hair, it's for the holiday season. It's Whoville. I thought this would be very festive, and I got my little Santa Claus here too. Santa says hi. And and then the other thing I wanted to ask you guys about is my Take a Tip Tuesdays. You know how I always do something about buying and selling homes in Ascension Parish. I think that if you're selling or buying a home anywhere, I think the content would be really good just for anyone. So if you have any suggestions for my tips for Tuesday, throw them up and I will make a video about it, because, I'm not shy. Has anybody, the couple people that have been on, have you actually looked at my thumbnails on my channel? If you have, I want an honest opinion about my thumbnails, because I spend a lot of freaking time cutting out the pictures to go in there. And I want to make sure that they're captivating. So let me know what you think about my thumbnails. And I just recently changed my channel art as well. So if you, look at the top of the banner there, that channel art thing, trying to fit it in that little box is painful. It's whoever made that so difficult needs to be hung by their testicles. I'm sorry. If I'm gonna be nice, that's as nice as I can be, because that's just not nice. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you think they look professional. I'm trying really hard. I'm trying. I had a YouTube channel a while back, and it was just full of like house tours and stuff, and I barely even showed up in them. And so then I decided to change everything in 2017, and that's why I'm here now. So I'm even changing it more for 2018. Look, I'm live on YouTube. I'm a little early. But I wanted to just jump into things. So if you have not liked or subscribed, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. And I wanted to discuss one of the things that I've learned on YouTube, that no matter how funny your video is and no matter how great you think you are, some of the videos that end up being ones that people watch all the time are the ones you're kind of like, really? And the video that people keep watching, and I laugh about it every day. I'm like, hey girls, you want to know where the number is today? It's the one about cleaning dog pee. Like, how to clean dog pee. Who knew that cleaning dog pee would be so fascinating to people? But it is. So if you really don't know how to, hey Mary Jo, how are you? Hi, who does intro and outro work? I do all my videos. I do myself.
Can I say that?
Yeah. So all my videos I do myself. So, you know, my intro and outro work is done by myself. But if you want to know how the program I use for my intro and outro was videos, VIDDOYZE, I think is what it's spelled. So yeah, I mean, that's what it is. I really appreciate everybody that has jumped on my live stream tonight. I feel very special. You know, I do this all by myself. It's so much easier, I honestly have to say, if you have someone to talk to next to you. And that's how I generally do my live streams on Facebook. I'm always with another person. Hey, George, you like my hair? George Kenner. If you haven't checked out his channel, he's been on YouTube for 6 years. And this is the first time he got really serious about YouTube itself, about optimizing his channel, and he's very serious about it. So definitely check out George Kenner's YouTube channel. He is like trying to get at the top of the list right there in his area. He actually even put me in one of his videos. He did a little feature for me, which I'm very excited and proud of. And yeah, so if you haven't seen George's stuff, you got to go see George's stuff. And he's super good about, like, he will answer questions about lighting. He will answer your questions about his cameras that he uses. He's such a nice guy. And if you're on Facebook and you're in a real estate profession, you can go on his group. It's a real estate video. And he has a fantastic group there too of really good people that are willing to share their what they know too. If you work in the real estate business, whether it's photography or a realtor, he'll let you in. Oh, George, I'm not far funnier than you. Hey, George Roberts, thanks. You like my hairdo? Does anybody want to know how I got my hair up like this? I mean, it's a big secret. All right, I'm going to tell you. Here it is. It's a water bottle. If you hear it, there's a water bottle in there, see? I tried the cup and the cup kept falling out of my head, but it's just a water bottle that I cut off. So I'm going to leave my hair like this, but I thought it'd be festive for I think this is honestly my first official live stream since my other one I did for my phone, and I was doing it when I was very frustrated, and my husband and I swear we almost got divorced over that first live stream because I was trying to do it right and I was trying to do it for my video camera. I strongly suggest don't even try that. Just get yourself a webcam. Get on the OBS. Call it a day. That way you can see your comments over here, and then you can see yourself straight on. But I mean, like, you wouldn't believe, we went to Best Buy 4 or 5 times trying to get the right equipment to get the video camera with the right microphone to work as a webcam. Don't even bother. Just don't do it. Just go ahead, buy yourself a $79 web camera and call it a day. Here, look, don't do this. I strongly suggest it. I don't even think, I mean, I guess unless you're super big time, do you use the real cameras? Just don't do it. Unless you want to get divorced, go for it. So let's see who's in the comments here. Thank you, George Roberts, for thinking my hair is very cool. And Mary Jo, good idea. And hi, hey, Mrs. Claus. Campbell says, hey, Mrs. Claus. Nick, I have to tell you, my whole family, like, freaking loves, I can't sleep. I can't sleep. That to me is awesome. That is awesome. I'm like, I'm gonna memorize the lyrics, and I think I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna do your whole rap myself because I think I could pull it off. I could try really hard, but I'm gonna try. This is the webcam from my computer. I actually ordered another webcam, Nick, and this is just the one that's basic that comes straight from the computer. But I'm going to get one that's actually makes the clarity even better. My kids enjoyed being on the live stream last night. So, yeah. Well, of course, my very cool guys. If anybody that's on this live stream that doesn't know who the Very Cool Guys Construction, they always do hashtag Very Cool Guys. Please jump over there, subscribe, and hit the bell because they do live streams all the time. They're the ones who challenged me to do live streams on YouTube because I've always done them on Facebook. He said, just go for it, just do it. So I said, well, all right, well, I'll do it. Go over there and like and subscribe to their stuff. They're super funny. I mean, I feel like I know them. If I was to walk down the street, I would give them both a hug. I'd be like, hey, you guys are my buds. I'm using a Yeti. This is if anybody wants, VCG Construction asked what kind of mic I'm using. This is a Yeti. And I originally bought this, thank God. I bought this for my daughter who plays the violin, that she was going to record her music. But any kid that's in music, they have grand ideas, and then they go, I wanted it, but I don't want to do it anymore. Yeah, so she's already decided, I want to quit. I'm going to quit violin. I want to quit it so bad. But I'm telling you, in 2 more years, she's going to be so happy that I made her do it. So... But in the meantime, this has been a great thing for my vlogging. I mean, my live streams, and then sometimes when I do my voiceovers, I use this thing too. They say it's the best. My husband bought it for a whole different reason, but I ended up using it for something else. So yay, Eddie! I'm glad we didn't get divorced yesterday over this camera because he was ready to kill me. This little sweater thing is, I have to tell you, it's kind of itchy. But you have to see the whole outfit to get the whole context of this whole thing. This is hysterical. Ready? So here it is. Oh, let me pull this back. Oh, here. Ta-da! Is this just not hysterical? I got this at the Walmart. Walmart has them, and every year for Christmas, all of my clients that ever bought a house from me, they get a poinsettia, and I dress up like this or something like this, and my kids dress up like elves, and we go to the front door and we wish them a very Merry Christmas, and we drop off their poinsettia at their front door. So if you buy or sell a house with me, you get a poinsettia every year, and it takes us about 3 days to go through all the houses that I've sold over, the last 10 years. You can imagine that's quite a bit of homes, but I do it every year. It's exhausting, but I do it. Thank you, Mary Jo. It is nice. So do you guys have any questions for me? I'd love to answer anything that you want to know. I can ramble on here forever, but I'd love to answer anything that you might want to know about me. What helps is what happens if someone else is, I don't know. Let me see. I think this thing cut off. Stupid thing. Here, let me pull up my screen. So 3D, oh, okay. So 3D homes, what happens if someone else lives there? Oh, I've had that happen because we had the great flood of 2016. So the whole state of, like half of the state of Louisiana, a good 75% of homes flooded. And so I walked up to a house and someone else was living there. I'm like, oh no. But I just said, oh, well, this was for the previous homeowners, but you can have a very Merry Christmas. And I gave them the poinsettia. It had my card in there as well. So maybe they'll call me one year, but I took them off the list. I'm not going to drive all the way out there to drop off another poinsettia, but maybe they'll look me up in the future. Oh, how do I think of all my personalities for my alter egos? Well, I think I might be a touch crazy, and my kids kind of inspire some of the things. The last one I did is 100% my mother. The little girl is my youngest child, Sydney, 100%. And then the rest of them just come to me because there's just some annoying people in the world that just need to be exposed. I've worked with some clients that really were such a comic like they're my script, you know, like it was so easy for me to create the character because there's really people like this in existence. I don't know if anybody watched the one where the woman is like holding onto the cabinets and she's like, how many trees died to make these cabinets? That really happened. And then the other one that's really funny was the one who told me that she didn't want a house with ghosts and she wanted to make sure it wasn't built, you know, where some built any earlier than 1980 because she was afraid that she wouldn't be able to find out if someone had died in the house. So, yeah. The weather down here right now finally got cold. It was like 5 days of pure heat, which I can't stand. And then we just finally got like, I mean, cold to us, it's 54 degrees outside. So don't laugh at me. It's 54 degrees. Oh, so George Kenner just said, working on my channel art. I'm so going to close out, but I wanted to stop in and say hi. Glad you are on live stream, keeping the live stream thing going. I can't really read. I'm going to work on that. Thank you, George, for stopping in. I do have a couple mortgage companies, Mary Jo, that I do recommend on a regular basis. I usually give my clients 3 options to do a mortgage company. I have one that's my favorite, but not everybody gets along with that particular lender. You know, everybody's got different personalities. So I give my clients 3 options to choose from. Sasha Fierce. What's Sasha Fierce? I don't know who Sasha Fierce is. You ain't afraid of no ghosts, Campbell? But what if you can't sleep? Then you start hallucinating. VCG's Construction says, I know some crazies that'll pay extra for a haunted house. You know, around here in Louisiana, haunted homes they have tours of them because we have beautiful plantations around here. There's a couple that are just right down the road, and people like love to hear the stories about, you know, dead little girls that walk the halls at night, and it's a big thing. I mean, haunted homes around here, that's a big thing. I think that's actually a bonus. Let's see. Colt X. Ghosts are a norm for us in Pennsylvania with our renovations, hearing weird things while we work. I bet, you know, when I lived in Massachusetts, they had, well, my first house, I swear somebody died in that thing because that was like so creepy. I hated going down the basement. Hated it. So I believe you guys got some serious ghosts going on there. Oh, so Beyonce's, VCG's Construction says Beyonce's ultra personality is Sasha Fierce. Well, I don't know Sasha Fierce. I don't watch Beyonce either, but I guess I'm gonna have to work on that. Maybe I need like a Beyonce personality. I wonder. I don't know. I'll have to work on that. I'll have to maybe. I'll have to study her a little bit. I'll work on that and create a little character. VCG Construction says, what's up, Colt? Mary Jo Cerrone says, I'm in the mortgage underwriter. That's why I asked. Mary Jo, I think in my profession, if I don't recommend 3 mortgage companies, it can get me into trouble. I just think that's the right thing to do, so it doesn't feel like I'm steering them in a direction and they feel like, well, they told me I had to use this mortgage lender, so that's why I always recommend 3. Hi, all right, good night, George Roberts. See you later. George Roberts was just signing off for the night. Colt X, what's up with stupid iPhone? I don't know what's up with stupid iPhone, but all I know is that I just turned mine off because it dinged because it told me that I had a Facebook notification. And I didn't realize that. Oh, you must have missed it, Nick. Look, Campbell, look. This is a water bottle. It's just a water bottle. My 14-year-old daughter said she saw on Instagram, that's how the beauty bloggers did their hair for... that's how they did their hair for the Whoville. So that's it. That's it. Mary Jo, I bet you're a good mortgage company if you're or mortgage lender if you're gonna get a lot of leads from other real estate agents, because I know there's 1,000 mortgage companies and mortgage lenders, just like there is 1,000 different realtors, and realtors are the pickiest, hardest people to sell. So if you have a lot of realtors that are willing to work with you, then you are doing your job. And kudos to you. I give you a congrats, because that's a tough business. Knowing when you're dealing with people's money, that can be tough. That can be really tough. It's actually, I think I probably have the easier end than the mortgage company. It's not a soda bottle. It's VC Construction says it's a soda bottle. No, it's actually a water bottle. I would be afraid that the soda would make my hair sticky. I'm originally from Massachusetts, so everything was a soda. But when I lived in Atlanta, everyth's a Coke. Whether it was a Pepsi, whether it was a Sprite, whether it was a Dr. Pepper. Everything was a Coke. So, but now I still say soda, and we don't really drink it much in here in the house anymore. I used to drink about 8 of them a day. I know it's disgusting, but I don't drink soda anymore. I will occasionally have a ginger ale. Uh-oh, look, Eddie Smallhorn, the husband that was going to divorce me after the whole debacle of trying to go live stream with my video camera, is hungry. He's posted a comment over there in the live stream. If you haven't seen, my husband does not post videos, but he will show up in my videos. He's a super nice guy and has the patience of a saint to deal with me, because if you even watch any of my videos, you can know that I'm just a tad touched, a little crazy, and I get it slightly intense. Fat Platypus, are you Jimmy Neutron? I don't think so. I think Jimmy Neutron's a guy. But no, I'm just a girl. Just a girl, just a real estate whisperer right here in Ascension Parish. Kristina Smallhorn, that's me. So, guys, if you have any questions, please pose them. I would glad to, oh. Somebody just, wow, somebody, I didn't know. Somebody called me a bad name. I'm not that person. Did anybody, let's just get this out. We'll just remove that. All right. Anyways, I don't like ugliness. Anyway, so this was my first live stream official one. My last official one was not that official, and I felt kind of embarrassed because I'd like to put out things that are a little bit better quality than my cell phone, and I just wasn't comfortable with that. And I couldn't read the comments. That bothered me more than anything. And so I'm sorry. I felt like I was out of my element. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and sign off tonight, because it seems like I'm getting some kind of crazy comments, because I wasn't they're distracting me. Well, maybe not. Everyone has all right. So Colt X says everyone has to be crazy to work in construction or deal with people all day. That being said, I'm a concrete contractor here in PA. Well, concrete is, I don't know anything about it. I wouldn't even pretend to even know anything about it. I know that the construction people put up with a lot when people are building custom homes here in Ascension Parish. I feel anybody that's a custom builder, they deserve an award. Campbell says this quality is great. I said, thank you. VC Construction says, don't feed the trolls. I'm trying not to, but it's very distracting when people get ugly. If you could see some of the things that were filtered out, you'd probably be, making yourself blush. I wonder if do you guys get some mad people on there? Did they say some crazy stuff on your live streams? Because some of the stuff should be blocked. It's pretty gross. Anyway. All right. So Eddie says it looks great. VC Construction says I'm doing wonderful. And then the picture doesn't look great. And the picture does look great, and the sound is good too. Thank you, Mary Jo. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. If anybody is new and has not been to my channel before, would you just take the time to like and subscribe? And if you don't want to miss any live streams, make sure you hit that notification bell, because I know that if you don't hit the notification bell, you're not going to know when I go live. And it ends up showing up in your newsfeed and you're like, oh man, I never got to talk to Kristina Smallhorn. You're a real estate whisperer. I had an important mortgage question. I had an important question about how to build a house. And I couldn't answer either one of those, but I could tell you who could. I could point you in that direction. Apparently fat platypus likes little dogs. Well, that's great. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Mary Jo says it looks good. Oh, Mary Jo actually subscribed. I really appreciate it. And VC Construction says, hey, flat platypus, go kick rocks. I appreciate it, VC Construction. And it says, who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Well, I don't think it would be any surprise who my favorite YouTubers are. I love me some Liza Kochi. I love me some VC Construction. I love me some George Kenner. And then because I'm kind of a stalker, I go through and type in the search bar real estate and then agents, and then I look to see what people are posting in the last hour, in the last month, and the last week, because I want to know what other real estate channels are doing. And I can't find anybody that's doing anything similar to what I'm doing as far as real estate. I could be mistaken. If you could find somebody like that, I just like to compare apples to apples to see what what other people are doing. Colt X says, I really enjoy your videos. Vince from VCC Construction got me hooked when watching your videos. Thank you, Colt X. I really appreciate that. Oh, and thank you, Mary Jo. You will turn on the notification bells. And then, VC Construction. I mean, how can you go wrong with Liza Kochi? I mean, she is the funniest person. And I didn't even find her until after I did my first sketch video. I'm like, oh, me and her could be best friends. We could talk on all of our multiple personalities. Either we would get along famously or we would annoy the hell out of each other. Well, listen, guys, I've been on here for 26 minutes rambling, and I hope you enjoyed my first official professional live stream. I'm going to continue to do these, like I said, every Friday night. I think at 7 o'clock is a good time before everybody goes out and parties for the weekend. And make sure the next time, 7 o'clock in the evening, Friday night, have your questions ready, and I'll be raring to go. If that's it. And look, hey, one more thing. If you want to look for homes here in the Ascension Parish area, please visit my website, yourrealestatewhisperer.com. I blog on there as well, so I do write some articles. I haven't written them in a couple months, but I do write articles about real estate, so if they can answer a lot of your questions about real estate right there in those blogs, and I add my videos to them as well. My name is Kristina Smallhorn, your real estate whisperer for Ascension Parish, and I tell you all this because you matter, guys. Thank you. Have a Merry Christmas. Let's try that again. Thank you and have a very Merry Christmas. And I really appreciate everybody that stopped in. I really appreciate the support. You have no idea how much that means to me. Thank you.